What's going on, everyone? My name is VinnieBB and welcome back to some CS2. And in today's video, as you can tell by the background and the title, I'll be teaching you some T-sided smokes in Vertigo. A couple things to know before getting started. I'm not covering CT-side smokes. I actually just got finished recording all the smokes for this map. So CT-side smokes are going to be for a separate video. All the other maps I did, I'll cover CT smokes for those as well. Also, I'm recording this super late, so I might have missed a certain smoke for a certain area, like an alternative to a smoke. So please leave me a comment down below if you have a smoke of your own or something I missed. Once again, my apologies. It's super late when I record this, so I'll forget a bunch of things. And if this video helps you out, make sure you like and subscribe. Once again, thank you all for 1,000 subs. You know, it's going crazy. I'm still putting out videos for you guys like left and right as much as I can, trying to better the quality and change up the video style, you know, like different types of videos, not just smoke videos, but other things as well. Like, let's get a little bit wacky in here. And if you guys want to see me play CS2 live, I'm live on Twitch every night around 6 p.m., 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, around that area. And I give away a skin every stream, so if you want to come in and say what's up and say, hey from YouTube, I will literally pee my pants because that's awesome. But you can also get into a skin giveaway, so if you guys want to be part of it, link is in the description down below. And without further ado, let's get right into the smokes, even though I just did them. All we're going to do is come up to play to set up the smoke map, practice, comp, vertigo, turn on infinite warm-up, ammo, grenade camera, and just get right into it. First up, I'm going to show you a couple smokes on how to smoke off the left side of generator or E-box or whatever you may call it. So for this first one, you could do it from spawn. You just got to let your teammates know, like, you're going to be behind, you know, you could smoke it so they can execute and you can just follow up behind. All we're going to do is come up to this railing and this blue dumpster, press our body right up against it so we can't move. And all we're going to do is look at this corner of the building right here. We're going to work away from the bottom part of this window up to where this corner of this orange, I would say, scaffolding is. And we're going to aim at the sky in the middle of the window and the orange scaffolding. So right around this area. And all we're going to do is jump throw. And as you can see, it does not clip actually through the window. And as if we're playing CT over here, and say we want to swing out, you know, the right side, or as for T, the left side, we can see that this is all smoked off. You know, the CTs, no matter what, they could do this. But, you know, if you're watching that, you know, you can get them. Or if they try to get outside of the right side of the smoke, just you got to make sure, be careful if they do this. Because, you know, anybody playing sites, this could be caught off guard. Be like, oh, it's smoked off. We're fine. You're not fine. Here's another smoke that you can use, the smoke off the left side of generator as well. Make sure you have to have upper B stairs clear. You don't know CTs peeking over. And we're coming to the underside of this stairwell here, up into this corner of the sandbags and I guess this railing here. And now, where do we aim here? Now, I'll make this as simple as I can. So we got this middle railing right here. What's the closest dot to this middle railing? Well, it's got to be this top dot here. And what are the two closest bottom dots to this dot? These two dots here. Now, all we're going to do is aim in between these and directly under where this dot is. So right around, I would say, you know, this area doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but right around this area. So for this nade, we're actually not going to left click throw or right click throw. We're going to do both. So left click, you can see that it's going to land in the street. But right click, you see that the line drops down. That means it's like an overhand, underhand smoke. It's going to be thrown shorter, but it's going to be thrown into the spot. So for this smoke, all we're going to do is just jump and release both left and right. So at the apex of our jump, we're going to release. So in one simple motion, jump, release, and say, like, once again, we're playing CT side. We're going to see that smoke pops right onto the right side of CT or the left side if we're on T side. Now, the smoke, you know, may not cover all the way. Sometimes it does. This is a perfect example that the smoke does. Once again, the CTs, you know, if they could perfectly track through smoke without, you know, falling off the map, they could still peek out the right side here. Just, once again, be careful about this. The volumetric smoke does smoke off the entire left side if you're on T, but it doesn't smoke all the way to the railing. So just be careful of that side as well. Next up, I'm going to show you the most effective nade you can use to smoke off the right side of the generator on B side. And the cool thing about this, like the left side generator smoke, we're actually going to come back to the same spot of the railing and the blue garbage bin. And what we're going to do is we're going to aim in the middle part of the window up here. And how do we know? We're going to go one over from where these, I think, gray padding is on the ceiling. And we're coming to this second one from the right side. And we're just going to aim right in the middle of, like, where this would be, like, up here. So I feel like that's perfectly in line. You know, you can do a little bit of tweaking. It doesn't really matter. And all we're going to do is hold our nade, and we're just going to jump through. As we jump through the nade, we're going to come over to the site. And we can see that it's going to bounce off generator, perfectly smoke it off. The volumetric smoke will do its work. And as a CT-sided member, say if you could sit up here, you actually can't see over it. Even though the volumetric smokes are ripping, You can jump over it, you can spam it if you want, but if you're standing on like these, I guess, plywood or a wall, I don't know what that is, you can't see over the smoke at all. So you gotta wait for the smoke to fade. But what's cool about this is once you get a left side and right side smoke down, it looks like a giant smoke wall that you could take B site. And let me show you that. Now say you have a teammate drop you another smoke, so you guys can do 2 smokes here. What you can do is come up to here, and all you gotta do is aim at that same area for the left side smoke, jump throw, pick up the other nade, look at the left side or the middle part here. All we're gonna do is aim at the middle part, throw that too. And if one person smokes this off, you guys can execute B site like crazy. As we can see that the left side smoked off, the right side smoked off. You just gotta worry about the catwalk, anybody playing behind the boxes on site, and look at that smoke wall. You can easily execute that B site. And for the last smoke for B site, I'm gonna show you how to smoke off the B site cross. What you're gonna do off of T spawn is you're gonna come up to this B doorway right here, and when I line this up or like where I aim, there's no perfect way on how to describe it. You just have to like go based off of what I have in here. I wish I could explain it the best I could, but I'm just going to showcase it anyways and go into practice, you know, try and work on it yourself. And I'm sorry, once again, I don't know how to like describe what this area is. So all we're going to do is come up to the left side of the corridor. We're going to like put our body right up against the door, and all we're going to do is crouch. Next, we're going to aim around this area right about here. Once again, I'm sorry, I can't really describe it that well, but just basically around this general area of the top of the concrete like opening over here. And all we're going to do is hold out our nade and just throw. Now, why throw this smoke? Well, this smokes off the cross. You know, you can go behind here and go to site without being caught by anybody who's playing up here, say like in like up heaven on mid. And just be warned about this smoke. Even though you do get the free cross onto site, any CTs who are here can play behind the smoke, can peek over the smoke, you know, boost over the smoke. Just be very careful about that. You know, throw the smoke if you want to. It does get you onto site, but you know, the CTs can be very sneaky about the smokes and all that stuff. So just be careful of that. It does protect you from heaven or whatever you may call it here for mid. But once again, just make sure you got to check the smokes. Make sure no one's ninjaing through the smoke or boosting through smoke. All that you have to take into account. Next up, I'm going to be showing 2 smokes on how to smoke off heaven or mid or connector or whatever you may call this area in mid. So what we're going to do in a perfect world, by the way, if anything else through this is cleared, anything up here, anything like swinging out here, if your teammates got all that cleared, this is a perfect world situation. What we're going to do is go up to the right side of this pole here. All we're going to do is get up into the corner, and we're going to aim at this piece right here, where this diagonal piece meets the top of this railing or metal piece at the roof. Just aim right into this area. All we're going to do is hold out our smoke and just throw it. Now, say for a CT playing up here, playing behind these, we're completely smoked off. The only thing the CTs could really do is, you know, back up or hide in the smoke and wait till the smoke dies out. But this is really good for like a mid to A execute. Say if you want to smoke off mid, you know, clear out everything here and make your way to A. This is completely perfect for that. So that is the first way you can do it. The second way you can do it is from B site. Say if you want to take the site and you don't want anybody peeking out from heaven up here because you know a lot of people play up there. What you're going to do is come up to where this, like, I would say yellow dash square is. We're going to stand directly over it. And all we're going to do is aim at this piece right here. It's the one that has the most shadow coverage in the middle. As we can see, this piece right here has the shadow going diagonal. It's going to be the one where the shadow hits the middle piece. We're going to aim at the very top of it. All we're going to do is just jump through our nade. So as we jump and release the nade at our apex, say for up here as a CT, you know, holding it, and we see the nade drop, and it's going to pop. It will pop, and as a CT, once again, I can't see. I can go back CT, you know, play back B site. This can also be like a fake, say if you're soloing B and the whole team's going A and you smoke mid, you throw off your entire game. So this is also another effective smoke that you can use. If you use the CTs, push them off mid, take that mid advantage, whatever the case may be. Now, I'm going to be a little bit of a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy here, but I'm not going to show on how to smoke off, you know, connector or, sorry, CT or A to like elevator, like these 2 doorways right here. Now, why am I not showing them? Well, to be fair, when you're in mid, the only way you could really throw these is by like running and throwing it off the wall, or standing here and, you know, making the nade bounce off one wall, go there, or bouncing and going over to there. But the problem with this is, if you do not have heaven smoked off, you can't really throw these nades. You can, obviously, you can run and just, you know, underhand one and have it pop, you know, say if you're trying to rotate to A and you just throw underhand a nade, perfectly smoked off. But with the volumetric smokes in Vertigo, a lot of these smokes you see, any CTs can, you know, slip around the corner and get you. That's why I'm not really throwing these smokes, and they don't go as deep into CT or deep into elevator. I'm leaving these ones out only just because I wanted to show you guys that, you know, these smokes, CTs can get through them, or if you want to throw them, you might be caught off guard, anybody playing mid, because you only have a select amount of time if you have this smoked off to throw the nades that go over here and here. And for those, you got to line them up so perfectly. There's no good way to line them up, so I'm not going to put them into this video. I do apologize, but just trust me when I say that underhanding the smokes here are your best bet to execute, say, like A site or B site through mid. First up, I'll be showing you on how to smoke off the entire cross from the site towards, you know, the CT area. So you can do this from spawn. Just, you know, let your team know that you're gonna smoke it off, but you're gonna be the late straggler to site, so hopefully your team doesn't die by them. And you can catch anybody who's like rotating behind, you know, trying to come up a ramp, any CTs like that. So this is how you throw it. All we're gonna do is come up to these sandbags here, and we're gonna get up right into this corner, so we get stuck into it. Now, we're going to look at these bolts on the side of the stairwell. We're going to look at the one that pops out the complete most out of all of them. And all we're going to do is aim at the middle part of it. We're going to move our way over until we're in the middle of, I would say, these edges of underneath the stairwell. So if we move directly over to our left, I would say we're about right in the middle of that stairwell. We're going to hold our nade, and we're just going to jump throw and release. And we will hit our head on the railing above us. So we're going to have to jump through this quickly. So in one simple motion, we throw the nade, it goes right through the window, and let's travel all the way to the A site. We see that the smoke is going to land perfectly in the middle. Now, the volumetric smoke will do its wonders. It will cover the complete right, complete left side. Now, anybody who's playing the headshot obviously can see over this, you know, just barely a little bit. Just be careful. This is not completely covered. Anybody who's peeking from here, you just got to make sure that it's like cleared and you have the entire site to yourself. But once the smoke starts to disperse, then the CTs start to see you. So act quickly on the site. Make sure the site's clear so you can get that plant, you know, the usual default plant spot. Next up, I'm going to show you a smoke that you can do from your spawn to smoke off towards lane construction, scaffolding area, or just right around this basic area. So literally right off spawn, all you're gonna do is come out to this ledge over here, get your body pressed up against this, and all we're gonna do is aim at the very bottom corner of this yellow rectangle here. All we're gonna do is hold our nade and just jump throw. And this is a long nade to come down. You're gonna be a little bit late to sight on this one. And anybody who's playing here as a CT will get completely smoked off. And even if I peek over here, can't really see. My body can't move because of scaffolding. The volumetric smoke now fully smokes that off. So any CTs could, yes, run through this or walk down the scaffolding. Just be careful of that. But they could also, you know, walk back, you know, play towards site. So once again, this part of the site is not fully clear, so you just got to check this as well. Once you're a T running up to plant on default, just make sure that this is still completely clear or no one is flanking behind you as well. Next up, I'm going to show you on how to smoke off the doorway to CT from A ramp. Now, this is going to be in a perfect world situation. Well, let's just say you come up A ramp, no one's behind sandbags, no one's behind scaffolding here, and no one's swinging out from site or over here as well. Perfect world situation where your teammates got it covered. What you can do is come up here, jump on top of the sandbags here, press up your body against the flooring, and all we're going to do is aim in the middle of this cross where it kind of looks like an A. We're going to aim right in the middle of that cross, and all we're going to do is regularly throw the nade. And while the nade is flying through the air, it's going to smoke off the entirety of the doorway. Going to bounce right in, and as a CT, that gets completely smoked off. They are smoked off all the way back here. Mind you, this does not smoke the top part of the scaffolding and CT as well, so you just got to be careful of that. The entire doorway is smoked, so CTs have to push through that or rotate over here towards elevators. Next up, I'm going to show you how to smoke off elevator from a ramp. So for this, all you're going to do is come up to the wall and sandbags, get right into the corner, and we're going to aim at the bottom part of where this gray line meets the yellow piping, right on this edge of the corner. Hold our nade out, and all we're going to do is just jump throw and release. So as we do that, it's going to land on the left side. Now, a couple things to note about this. This is perfect for anybody who's playing CT, holding elevator. All they really have to do, they can just swing out. So be prepared for them to swing out. Be prepared for them to sit and smoke as well, because anybody can do that. This is so you can get the plant down if you want. And like I said, watch out for the CT swinging or hiding in smoke. This is kind of effective if you want to throw smoke. This is up for anybody who really wants to. It's really simple to throw this one just from A ramp. You don't have to be in your spawn. This is up for grabs if you want to do it. The next smoke I'm going to show you is how to smoke up elevators from a ramp, and I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I can. So for this, we're going to come to the second ramp, and in an imperfect world, so let's just say everything around us is clear besides whatever's going on site. So all we're going to do is line up our body between these two cinder blocks, and we're going to be using this pillar right here. We're going to put our crosshair in the top middle part of it. We're going to work our way up until it lines up with this top corner of the concrete block. So about around, let's just say right here. And all we're going to do is just hold our nade. We're going to run throw until we hit about halfway downwards before we hit this. So you'll see it when I do it in one simple motion. So I'm going to line it up once again. Line it up at the very top. Doesn't have to be perfect. And all we're going to do is just run, and I'm going to release. So that was about at the halfway point. The smoke will go deep inside to elevator. You know, any CTs could slip out if they want to, but if they do, they're caught lacking. If they go out here, still smoked off, but you could see them peeking out. This smokes deep into elevator, smokes everything off. They have to come back over here towards the scaffolding, and this is an effective smoke. Now, it will take a couple tries, obviously, to get that run throw down, but you can also come up here. You know, this is more riskier. Like, everything over here is not covered. You can just come over here and just, you know, do a little, like, run throw, take a couple steps. Yeah, it does get smoked off, but that's a little bit more of a risk. So I recommend doing the run throw. That is the perfect one you can do. Or this one. It doesn't really matter. Whatever is comfortable for you. So for this last A-side smoke, I was actually messing around because I didn't know if there was a smoke to smoke off, you know, CT's heaven here. But this is the most effective one that I could find. I don't know if it's the most consistent. I've been throwing a couple times and has been hitting. So if it doesn't hit, hey, I'll take a hit for that. That's on me. That's on me. So I'm going to show it for you. Now, this might take a little bit of practice as well, like all smoke should be. So I'm going to show it for you right now. And all we're going to do is we're going to make sure we aim at this corner of the concrete pillars right here. And in a real world, if the lane to construction is all like cleared out, you know, sandbags, and anybody swinging out here is all cleared by teammates, you can throw the smoke. This is also good for post plant as well. What we're going to do is come up to this corner and this wiring fence here, put ourselves right up in between it, and where we just shot, we're going to aim our crosshair. And now we're just going to jump and release. So it's just a normal jump throw, and as we can see the nade bounces off the top of the roof and completely smokes off heaven. If I was a CT player, I cannot see. Now, the smoke does leak into CT, so this is like a good 2-for-1 smoke if you want to keep practicing this. See, as of here, if I'm a CT, I can't see anything inside of it. Anywhere in heaven is completely smoked off. Really, really effective. I couldn't find any other smokes that could be really good to do that, but that one is really good for post plant, or if you want to take sight, just got to make sure your teammates are like clearing all the angles, like from over in like scaffolding and lane and sandbags, anybody swinging out. So that is like all the A-side smokes, and that one I feel like is a patented Vinny smoke that everyone should do. And there you have it. That's all the smokes I have for Vertigo. Hopefully these help you in your comp games. If I did miss a smoke or miss an alternative smoke, please let me know in the comments down below, or whatever smoke you have, please let me know. I like learning new things. It's about 3 in the morning, so I'm guaranteed I definitely missed something. And if this video helped you out, be sure to like and subscribe. I still have more videos coming out. I will cover CT smokes here in the future. And if you guys want to catch me live playing CS2 in the evening at 6 to 6:30 p.m. EST, click the link in the description down below. My Twitch is VinnieBB. I give away a skin every time I'm on stream, so yeah, we would love to see you there. And thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. And until next time, boys and girls, see you all in the next video. Peace. Bye-bye.